Hey there guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this amazing animated chapter slides in PowerPoint in just 11 minutes. So tag along and watch the video till end. By the way, you can download this template for free from the link in the description below and it's completely free to use. You can also check out my Patreon to download this link if you want. So let's begin. Here you go. First of all, I have placed my color palette right here. Now you have to insert a rectangle right here, remove its outline and duplicate it by pressing Ctrl plus D and duplicate it about 5 times. Select all of them and group them. Then make them cover the entire slide. Now ungroup them. Now select all of them, go to format shape, go to shadow and give them this right side shadow of 4 and increase the size to 102%. Now send this one to the back and send each one of them one by one to the front so that these shadows are visible right here. Next, we're going to select each one of them and then using the eyedropper, we're going to give them the color. So right now I'm going to use a green shades palette. I've also provided the color palette along with the template. You can use my color palette if you want. The next thing we're going to do is insert a text box for the title of each of the step. So in each, now let's change its font. And now let's align it into the middle. We're going to bold it, change its color to white, and put it into the middle and the center of each of the like the rectangle. Now duplicate it and change the text box for each of the rectangle. Similarly, we're going to go to icons in the insert tab and from here we're going to choose 5 of different icons from here for each of the individual square. So this one and this one as well. Now let's insert them and we're going to change their like let me just select them and change the graphics fill to white. Now put each one of them just below the text in each of the steps. And we're gonna change the color as well. Now let me just put each one of them just below the title and in the middle of the rectangle. So this template is all complete. Let me just move everything upwards a bit. So that's what you have to do in this template. Now duplicate this slide and the next thing you're going to do is increase this first rectangle's width and we're going to decrease the width of the other four. But wait a minute. So what we have to do is just put the select all of the other remaining right side rectangles, select them, group them, and then we're gonna ungroup them and decrease the size and width. Next, we're gonna move each one of the text box along with the icon into the middle of each of the rectangle. So let me just move this icon right here onto the right side as well. So be sure to you have to hold the shift key while moving everything because the shift key is really important when giving morph transition and the transition we're going to use in this template is also morph transition. So you have to be careful while moving things around. So now let's insert a text box with the content text. We're going to change its color to white and it decreases size that it comes into the rectangle. And now let's change its font. Align it. Here you go. Next, we're gonna like decrease its height if we want. So this template is all complete as well. Now let's duplicate this slide and we're going to decrease the width of the first step and we're gonna like remove the text, move the icon and the title while holding shift into the middle, remove the text box and we're gonna group all of the one of them and then increase their sizes equal to the first step. Next, we're gonna ungroup them and we're gonna decrease the width of the first step and increase the width of the second. Similarly, we're gonna group the other three of these steps and we're gonna move them onto the right side to create space for the second step. While holding shift, move the icon for the second rectangle onto its middle. And similarly, do the same for the text and icons on the other rectangles. Move them while holding shift onto into the middle of each of the rectangle. Let me just like select this icon as well and let's put them into the middle. For this icon, the same goes for this one. And next, let's remove this remaining space. And we're gonna select both the text box and the icon, and then we're gonna paste our text onto this second step as well. Next, duplicate the slide and next we're going to repeat the same process by decreasing the width of the second step and increasing the width of the third step and then moving the second step title and icon onto it into the middle, and then we're going to adjust the title and the icon of the third rectangle into the middle. Similarly, duplicate the slide and next we're gonna decrease the width of the third step and increase the width of the fourth step and move the icon and the title into the middle of the third step. Remove our text and now we're gonna paste our other text box right onto the fourth step. Next we're gonna move the step 4 title and the icon into the middle. Now duplicate the slide into a sixth slide in which we're gonna increase the width of the fifth step and decrease the width of the step number 4, and we're gonna copy and paste our text onto the step 5 while moving the title and the icon into the middle. Now go to the very first slide. So these are all the slides that we have prepared, a number of total of 6 templates. So now let's go to the first slide. Next we're gonna duplicate it and go to the first slide, and here we're gonna select everything along with the text and the rectangles one by one, and while holding shift we're gonna move them onto the extreme left of each of the like slide. So we're gonna move them right here like this, that the text is not visible into the slide. We have to move these steps out that much that the text isn't visible. Here you go. Now go from background, and from here now let's change the color of the background. You can go to more colors and from here you can either give it a darker shade or either you can give it a lighter shade. So for now, I'll be using a lighter shade because I don't really like uh, the darker shade because it gets too mixed with the darker shade of the rectangle. Now insert your title text box in which you're gonna write your header, and this have to be your describing title that describes what your template is about. Now insert a subtitle text box in which you're gonna add your subtitle, change its color and change its font. So I'll just use the font of this one. Now let's change the color of each of the text box. So this is a really crucial and an important like step in which you have to change the color of the text box according to the background color and the other shapes. So all in all, this is a really like an important step for the base of your template, for the making of your template into a really like professional template. So you can just get a color for your text box that suits your template the most. So I think this one suits my template the most, so I'll just keep on with this one. And here you go. Now let me just move the text box into the middle of the slide while grouping them and then ungrouping them. So I want my text to be visible more clearly, so I'll just increase its size. Here you go. Next what we're gonna do is go to Insert tab and icons and search for leaf. As you can see, my background theme is green, so which is related to greenery and plants. So I'll just use a leaf for the icon of this slide. So I'll just put it right onto the eye, and we're gonna group everything and then copy them. And yeah, so we're gonna go to the second slide, paste this text right here, send it to the back, and while holding shift, move it onto the left side of the template. Go to the first slide, and next we're gonna select everything along with the text box, and then we're gonna send them to the back. So here you go. Now let's send it to the back. Yeah. So we're gonna select duplicate the second slide and send it to the last slide, and duplicate the first slide as well and then send it to the last slide. Select the first slide, click on more transition in transitions tab, and then apply it to all. So this is the final result of the entire video. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also hit the bell icon. Don't forget to comment down and also download this free template from the link in the description below, and then you can customize it according to your preferences. See you in another video soon.